All right, let's get right to it. Taking a look at I've got 20 clips from our game last Saturday. First 10 minutes, we definitely looked like the better side. We were up 2 goals, could have definitely gone up by a few others. It was, I story a little bit about missed chances in the beginning that kept them other team in the game. And then, the next stretch that, where they played better, they took advantage of their chances more than we did. But first clip right here, talk about missed chances here. Great fall by Nicholas on the rebound. Just misses that one. Here, we're talking about a pattern that they're running. We practiced the same pattern at River Sports. I want to say it was 3 or 4 weeks ago that we practiced this along with the screens. But what's going to happen here is they play out here in the wing. Show you right here. They play out here. I had it drawn up starting the other way, but look, he comes. Let's start from the same spot. They pass it here. He makes the movement in here. They try and play to him here if he's open. If this player does not stick at him. If not, see the yellow line, he just kind of hovers over this way, and they just repeat the pattern the same way. Right, so you see that here. His first goal is going to be try and play this player here in this space, but Ralphie does a good job of defending him. Now, if it doesn't work, this player then rotates over here. And this player here, he's going to try and get the ball to the striker here, which he does because he has the striker and a good amount of space. But if he's, for some reason, he's unable to, he can make the pass here, make the movement here, and you see they're just repeating the pattern, the same pattern, right? But in this case, they do get the ball to the striker. We do a good job of hustling back and winning a good spot here. We just got to push that ball up with more speed. All right, but that was the pattern they were running. It was the same one that we practiced on. All right, here we have an assist and a goal. So here, Peter, good 1v1 win there. Finds Peter, great pass in the middle, good finish by Ralphie there. Here, let's look at this pass here. So this pass is going to come right here. Ralphie, he's looking at him. I think he sees what Matt's going to do. But Ralphie's flat-footed. He wants to get to this space at the same time the ball gets there, right? Not before. If he gets there before, number one is going to be on him right when he receives the ball. If he gets there after, then number one is going to steal the ball before Ralphie gets there. So we get caught flat-footed, and the timing of our runs are off, but otherwise could have been a good opportunity. Here we have, that's the goal again. So it's this one. Good find by Nicholas. And then this is just Peter beating 1, 2 players. And the goal will be the third player. So basically, beat him 1-on-3 in that case. Here, it's the mental error. If I'm Ralphie in this spot, if I'm the defender, I need to think about what this player is going to do. And most likely in this situation, I'm thinking he's either going to try and take me 1v1 because there's a lot of space, or he's going to try and play some type of give and go combination, which is exactly what he does. Ralphie needs to use his right arm and feel where this defender is going so he can kind of still glance over to where the ball goes over here. He doesn't do that. He only takes his eye off it for a quarter of a second, but enough time to now it's a 2v1 situation against Matt, right? And it leads to a really good goal scoring chance for them. And, all right, missed attack chance here. Here's Peter, great chance. Great first touch by Nicholas, but shot just goes right at the goalie. And then here Matt, nutmeg there, and finds Nick again. But this is why a 1v1 win is important, what it does. So Matt gets by this guy. Now a new player has to step up. Before Matt got by this player, was Nicholas open? No. Matt gets by this player. Suddenly, Nicholas becomes open because a new defender steps up. And that's a good scoring chance, right? But that's how important 1v1 attacking is. Right here, we have Matt right off the post there. Good attempt from there, though. And the theme of this video, I want to be association play. Right? We've touched on it a little bit in training, in team training. But association play is a type of link-up play. It's a player making a supporting run by gravitating to the ball. The current player has the ball by gravitating close to them. Close to them. In the past, we'd always say, spread out, spread out. And we still want that, but we want one player making a run in close. And the whole objective of this, the goal of this, is to create a situation where we're outnumbering the opponent, and we can link up and connect a bunch of short passes and advance the ball forward off of either give and goes or third man combination. So Matt right here, I want him to make a decisive, committed run close to the ball here. And then what that would do is create a 2v1. And if he were to get the ball, look at this again. I had this pattern drawn up. Make the run there. If Nicholas meets him with a pass here, now Matt could go diagonal pass here to Peter, right? Most likely this needs to be a first-time left foot pass. Or Ralphie should be a little deeper in, but he can pin this kid in. He can play to Ralphie. Or Matt has a possible 2v1 situation here. Or he will have a 2v1 situation here with Nicholas and this player here. So multiple different options, right? But it's about quick, short passing. Here, Matt's going to come over here and set a screen, which I love, right? But the problem is everybody's in the same area. And look, we have 8 players all utilizing like 1/10 of the court right here. So it makes it really easier for them. Peter's got to be out wider here. Nicholas from the beginning. See, look, you're already, the yellow line is like, the out of bounds line is like right here. So you want to be at least, you should be at least over here where I'm hovering the mouse right here. Because you get the ball too inward. And like if there's more space here, like if Matt is able to set the screen here, come around here, Ralph again should be deeper. There's a chance right off of the screen, right away, you can get the ball to the striker, right? And that's what we want to try. The home run would be, the home run out of this is we either can dribble the ball forward or we can pass the ball forward to the striker when we're doing this this 3-man pattern back here, whether it be with screens or overlapping runs or underlapping runs. But then if it doesn't work, if he can't get the ball to Ralphie, Peter should be out here, and then Nicholas would run the same pattern with Peter over here. So he'd get the ball to Peter, and then Nicholas could either set a screen or make an inward run, something along those lines. Here we're missing hold-up play. Frankie, you got to here, futsal, we have limited space and time. You got to jump in front here and block off this opponent here with your body, because this is too easy that they're giving us here if we play it right. Right, Colby's got a wide open pass up the middle. 3 pluses here, so really good play. This is a killer pass from Peter there. All right, good attempt by Ralphie off the shot. Corner kicks. This happens too often where our corner and it leads to a scoring chance for the other team. So there you go, a 2v1 against Matt off a corner. It's not what we should be striving for off a corner, and it cost us a goal. Here we go with the pattern again. Matt's going to set a screen. Again, we're 2 in. We need to be out here and take advantage of as much width as we can. But even so, we set the screen, and we got to keep the pattern going to the other side if it's not there. Right? It wasn't there because we weren't wide enough. All right? But at the minimum, what we did is we created a switch. Right? So one was covering Nicholas. Now he's not. Now he's covering Matt. This player is now covering Nicholas. And that's, again, more of the theory, is the more you force the opponents to switch, then the more likely they're going to make a mistake mentally, defensively, and be confused on who they're marking. So we accomplished part of it. All right? But you got to keep the pattern moving. Going back is the fine. If we have to go back, I'm always for it, but only if it makes sense and we have to. All right. This goalie here, he touches it once. And he's going to get it again here. Even if it did deflect off us right there, it still doesn't count. And the goalie's not allowed to touch it again. Still not our fault. We have a player here unmarked right in front of our own goal. Goal shouldn't have counted, but, you know, we got to do better off the ball defensively. Here's Frankie making a great play. 1v1 win. Passes on the money. All right, found Ralphie in a good spot. Here we're talking about player movement. Peter's going to make a run out here. Doesn't make the most sense because Nicholas is already there. So then you have 15 able to cover Nicholas and Peter at the same time. Looks like we're in a 2-2 in this time and scenario. So what you could have done is, you know, it stands out is you could have set a screen from behind. This would be considered a blind screen. So this player here wouldn't be able to see you coming. Like we saw those other screens Matt was setting. And in those scenarios, the player can kind of see out from the side where the screen's coming from and kind of prepare for it. But here he can't unless the other team communicates that a screen's coming. So you can catch this player off guard, set a screen behind him. The Matt should be able to just dribble, and then Peter, you would roll to a space after the screen. After Matt goes by you would roll forward. And that should create a 3v2 because Matt would be able to push forward. He would have him. Peter might be stuck by number 1 here, and then no one would be on Matt. So one of these players would step up to Matt, creating a 2v1, and we're off. Next one, more association here. This is where Matt can make a run in here, and I want to associate and provide that short option to create that situation where we outnumber the opponent, which we would here with Nicholas and Matt, a 2v1 over 15, and then the possibilities and what it creates, either a 2v1 with Nicholas, or we could get a third man involved with Jackson making a run here. Peter could possibly become an option too, but we get that ball and then out to one of our attackers, whether it be the mids, tagging mids, strikers, wingers. We want to provide a short option, and we got to make it an important mindset to do that, right? Because we want it to be a big part of our attacking strategy. All right, and here again, an association opportunity. Right here, if Matt's going to check in here, And then what it would require is Peter first time pass back to Matt, and then Matt left foot pass first time to Nicholas, making this run here. And there's no doubt about it. It looks like it's open. But it's about, can you read and execute this type of play in a real short amount of time? So you might say, well, Peter's got a 1v1 here. Don't you like that? And normally I'd say, yeah, but he's receiving with his back to goal. So in this case, I'd say link up play is the better option. So first time, right foot pass to Matt. And now you see Matt could slip this ball in here, left foot, pass here. Nicholas tapping goal maybe. But again, that's part of association play here. And Matt made that run pretty aggressively, but I even want it to be more aggressively, more urgency. All right, then he's probably able to create even a couple steps more separation here. And he's also got to communicate to Peter and let him know. So that's the opportunity here. And right there, I think he does say something, but it's got to be super loud. It's got to be demanding. And just quick combination play is what it's really about, and creating numbers. All right, here, this is a good build out from the back. Great looking play. How can we improve it? Because it happened a couple times where we had opportunities to complete this combo, especially on the right side of the field here, and we didn't. Look where Nicholas is going to receive. Receives with his right, passes with his right foot. Question is, if he receives with his left foot, and if he makes the pass with his left foot, does that buy Nicholas more time to execute the next play here? The next play is complete the pass to Matt. And the answer is obviously yes, right? Because his left foot is further away from the opponent than his right foot. I did go over that in practice a few weeks ago. All right. We go over a lot. Tough to remember all this stuff sometimes, but that's what we have, especially for this winger position here in futsal. It's really key for your ability to execute at a higher speed play, just simply by what foot you're using there. So, all right, couple clips here that we want to look at here with talking about association. This one's from Champions League a few years back. Both of these same coach, different teams. But I want to look at the first one that is using association play with a two-man combo.
56% possession for the visitors.
Napoli and Ajax. Watch this player here.
Zielinski. And again.
Supports. Creates the goal. So watch. He's going to one more time. Makes that pass to Kvaratskhelia here, the winger. And he's passing and moving right away. And this player here off a give and go. Let's look it off a third man run situation. How it looks. This is Juventus and Cremonese from a month ago.
Yazzo. Vlahovic, McKennie, Openda. May come here for an early chance, and it is for Philip. McKennie.
Look here, so there's Weston McKennie. He's going to make the association link-up play.
Yazzo.
Good hold-up play there. McKennie makes that supporting run. He knows he's going to make it. So the give and go, he could have went right back here. Or he's going to find Openda, though, on this diagonal run, which is a third man.
Vlahovic, McKennie.
And he really could have shot this ball, right? Or took a touch a little more this way and shot it.
Openda.
And
May come here for an early chance, and it is for Filip Kostic.
The point of it is there's some play. All right, so all right, good stuff. I will see most of you tomorrow at futsal. See you.